vocab. What's the vocab that is there that you are being asked?
Effective computing.
You said
Effective computing.
effective computing. Okay, so are you ready for the definition? Okay. Effective computing, the way a robot can sense how a human is feeling. That is what is called effective computing. The way a robot can sense how a human is feeling. How a human Human,
Sense how a
human is feeling. So it is through these characteristics
humans feel. The way a robot can sense.
the way a robot can sense how a human is feeling. So for you, those of you that you have watched yes, that's all. So if you have watched what's her name, what's our robot name, our robot friend, what's our robot friend's name? Who can remind me the video that you watched? What's her name? Sophia. Talk out now. So Sophia was able to understand what the interviewer was saying because of the affective computing. Then the computer also, Sophia was also able to, she was also able to see whether, she was also able to sense the way you are talking, whether from your speech, from your tone. Okay, if you are here, if somebody is talking to you on the phone and that person sees something that the person is afraid of, how will the voice of that person sound? You are speaking on phone, both of you are speaking on phone, but that person just noticed something, maybe something passed in front of him or her, and that thing makes him or her to be afraid. How will the voice of that person? You that you are on this end, will you be able to know that something has happened to that person?
Yes.
How are you going to know?
Because she screamed.
Talk because she what?
She screamed.
She will scream.
Yes.
Like how the person is talking.
So that's an example of the tone. The tone there will be a pitch. She will scream. What again did you say? Let me see your face. What did you say?
Like how the person is talking.
How will the person talk?
Like the person's voice.
How will that voice change? That's what I'm asking.
Like she
Oh yeah, let me see your face. Let me see your face. Come and tell me what you are saying. What did you say? The voice will be what? I can't hear you. The voice will be shaking. So all these two it is through affective computing that the robots can also understand, and most especially your facial expression. If the computer have the opportunity of seeing your face. So those are examples of the affective. Those are examples of affective computing. Do you have any question on that? Now, if you look at the Scratch project which you have done, there are some. You see, there are sometimes like he give an example of a screaming. That is a situation whereby that person did not see you but hear your voice, just only the sound, or even let me say the word. You understand me? So also when you are programming your AI, there are things you can train your AI with. You could train it with a voice or words that you know are words that shows excitement. Can you give me an example of a word that shows excitement? That if somebody says it, that person is excited.
Wow.
You say what? Wow. So you could develop your Scratch project when you are developing your own social robot, and you want it to feel that you are happy. You could ask it to always note that whenever you say wow, you should know you are happy. You understand me? So that could be part of your data set. You understand me? Who can give me another example of another word that shows that somebody is happy? I want to come here. Come and explain this. So what did you say? Give me an example of a word that can shows that you are happy, or even maybe you have given an example of somebody screams. You can program your robot. You can program your social robot that when you scream, you should be able to know that there is danger. You understand me? You are going to do a Scratch project now.
Now.
Yes, I want you to do a Scratch project. And in that your Scratch project, I want you to use the word sensing. You understand me? I want you to search for words. You understand me? That makes people happy or make people sad. You understand me? So I want you to train your Scratch to be able to do that. Another thing, from the one you have done now, the one you just did now, that one was using what? How did you know you are happy, or how did you know you are? It was using your face. So that one is a picture. So when we talk about affective computing, we are talking about words. Your computer can use just only words to know your feeling. It can use both words and facial expression, and it can use word, facial expression and tone to know when you are happy. Yes. So you have seen from the Scratch project you did today how you can program your robot to be able to know facial expression. You understand me? So when you are, by now you should start having sketch of what you want to do.
Yes, exactly.
Eh? Can you show me?
On Scratch.
No, where did you sketch your robot? Where is it? You are supposed to bring it. So bring it, let me see it. Next time we are going to record it and show that you already have a sketch. Apart from sketching it, understand me, you also supposed to start having, okay, these are the scratch extension, or the scratch Lego that I want to use. That is all those commands. That okay, these are the things I will be using in my social robot. If perchance you can even start building your own now. How you want to interact with your social robot. Understand me? By now you already have the requisite skill. Now I want to ask you, from the scratch project that you did, which of the emotion do you think it was difficult for the computer to detect? Everybody came to everybody tested it. So yeah, you come here. Let's start with you. Let me see your face. Let me see your face. We are talk.
Face emotion.
Which one was difficult? Look at the computer. Look at it. Let me see your face. Sit down. Just sit down. So which one was difficult for the computer to detect? Okay, which one did the computer detect when you were there? Which one of your face did it detect that you laughed?
Yes.
It detected that. Did you frown at it?
Yes.
Did it detect it?
Yes.
Did it detect? Are you sure?
Yes.
What did it say when it detected that you frown?
Take.
Okay. Yeah, who again want to come and talk?
That's it.
Let somebody else come. Who want to talk? You want to talk? Yeah. Which one was difficult for the computer to detect? Which one was easier for it to detect?
In the face.
And the face expression, which one was difficult? Which one was easier?
Like, as I fry my face.
Okay, when you frown your face, did it detect it very fast?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means it was easy for it to detect when you frown. Okay, which one was difficult for it?
Nothing.
When you laugh, did it detect it very easily?
Yes, sir.
So that means it was difficult for it to detect when you are laughing, but it was easy for it to detect when you frown. Who again want to talk? Who again? So which one was difficult and which one was easy? Sit down. Let us sit down.
It only detected the joyful parts.
It only detected when you laugh,
Yes.
the joyful part. It didn't detect when you frown.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. Okay. Yeah. So which one was difficult? Which one was easy for it to detect? I can't see your face. Where are you? Which one?
Joyful one is easy. Why the fear one is difficult to detect?
Okay. So, like I told you, no answer is correct, is wrong, and none is So now, also look at it. Do you think that there may be any type of expression that the computer will not detect? Yes. That may be difficult for the computer to detect.
Yes.
Maybe when one is what? Come and talk. You are the one talking. You should have your mark. You see, the most important thing you should know is that it is when you talk out, when you participate, that we give you mark. You understand me? And I've told you no answer is wrong. So say what is in your mind. You understand me? So which one do you think it will be very difficult for the computer to detect?
When one is thinking.
When one is thinking. Okay, thank you very much for telling us that. So who else want to answer that question? Check your student workbook. Is that question there? The question I just asked you, is it in your student workbook? Which page are we on your student workbook now? Okay, on page 20. Okay, reflection. How would a robot use the sensors to detect if someone is tired? Go to page 20. Page 20. No, the student workbook. The student workbook. Yes. How would a robot use its sensor to detect if someone is tired? Nobody talk about that. So I want you to now write. Give us your answer now. Give us your answer. Yes. If one, read it now. If one is tired. So I believe you should be true by now on that. Are you true on that?
Yes, sir.
What page are we on our Canva board? Go to page on your Canva board. Go to page 2.
Okay.
Number 4. Who is involved and how? I think we have started feeling that on your Canva board. Let's quickly look at that. Under define. How do we want things to be? How are things now? Then clearly define the problem you want to solve.
No, I've done it before.
We have done all those ones.
Yes, sir.
Now who is involved and how? The problem you are trying to solve, who is that problem affecting? This is number 4. So put this thing, insert this thing, word, insert. What do you always insert? Word box. What is it? You will use insert.
I should go to cover for that.
Go to your Canva board now. You have answered that of a number 20 now on your workbook. So you are sending it to me now. Have you inserted it? So we answered that question. Who is involved and how? We want you to tell us about the people that are involved in the social problem you want to solve. Then what are the possible harms and benefits if we meet our goal? We want you to tell us the people that are affected by the problem you are trying to solve. Okay, my own social robot is going to be working on biodiversity loss. Number 4, who is involved and how? So I want to work on biodiversity loss because I have chicken, I have hen. What are you doing? Type now. The people that are involved are my own. The people is myself and my hen. My hen, the eagle, always kill my hen. So I want to design a social robot that will make sure that that's me, not you. We want you to define who the problem you are trying to solve. What is the problem you are trying to solve? Contaminated water. So who are those people that are affected by your contaminated water? That is the question we are asking now.
Should we use insert box?
Insert text box.
Those boxes that are straight, they're not supposed to be straight.
But can you see question 4 there? Can you see?
It's on 4A, but it's not so much.
The box needs
Just insert the box. Can you see the question? Yeah. Use edit. Then insert.
freezing. Yeah, I'm using
insert text box so that you should be able to answer question 4 and question, is it question 6 now? Okay, question 5 is what design values do we want to incorporate? Yes. So the people that I was explaining what I'm working on. I'm working on biodiversity loss, and the people involved is my hen and myself. And how we are involved is that I have hen, and when they hatch chicken, Igwe always no, I want to design a social robot that's going to make sure that the eagles are not going to be eating, they are not going to have the access to my chicken again. So that's my own. So that's what I'm thinking of. So, but I'm just using that to explain to you who is involved and how. So how I'm involved is that I'm losing my hen. I'm not able to get the protein, the food for protein. I'm also not able to get the investment of my chicken, because when I give them food, at the end of the day, the eagle will carry them away. I won't get any. So that's how I'm involved. So are you true?
Yes,
so go
number
to question number 5. What's question number 5 now?
What design value do you want to incorporate?
Okay. You see, the other time we were talking about some ethics. We were talking about ethics. Can you remember when we are talking about how?
Ethics.
Yes, ethics. Yes, I think. That one is not the ethics. You understand me? Okay. Okay. That also is a value. It's a design value. That okay. What are those things that you want to put in your design? Question number 5. What design values do we want to incorporate? Yes. That is, what are those things you want to consider when you are doing your robot? Now let me tell you my own now. Because I want to be dealing with my hen, I will not want to use a design that will be human being, because if they see human beings, they will be afraid. And I want that robot to be moving around with them. So I want it to look like a bird, like them. That's a design value. Understand me? I will also be looking at the robot will be making voice like a chicken. It will not be talking like human being when it is with them. That's a design value. Understand me? Because if it talks like human being, it will scare them. Understand me? So those are design values. So what are, in your own case, you want your social robot to be dealing with people or this and that? So what are those design values? Understand me? You are talking about you want something that will speak in a local voice. So those are design values that you want it to be able to speak to this thing, underrepresented groups. You understand me? So who again who again have an idea that they can contribute to?
Like
like a what? A cup. Okay, or a drum. Okay. It will, when it now detects if the water is clean, what will it now do?
maybe there will be signal, like signal.
You should be able to talk now.
So, like, what design value?
Yes, she is now talking that she wants to design a cup. Understand me? That when you put water inside, the water the cup will tell you that this water is clean or it is not clean.
And if that water can make it clean, maybe it is.
So that is, yes, a design value. You want your robot to take the shape of a cup. You understand me? That's a design value. So that when people put water in it, you understand me? It will be able to speak to those people that this water is contaminated or is not contaminated. We are on number 5 now. You understand me? So you already now have you are taking the shape of what your robot will look like. So start put it, sketch it down. Then start looking at the sensors you need. So and now it will be talking to people. So what is your own?
It can be in the form of, let's say,
It doesn't mean that you should clean it. You see, there are different levels. I've explained to you. No, we have not asked you for a name now. We are only asking you for, yes, what are the design values? That is, what are those things? You see, like your own now, you said you want it to look like a cup so that it will, at least the water will come inside first before it can talk. So that is a design value. That you are looking at how you want to design it. Understand me? And because it is a cup, it will be appealing. That's another value. You want it to appeal to the user, so that the user can at least hold it. That's another design value. That is, it's appealing. So he said his own robot will be talking to underrepresented groups. So that means it must be able to speak. So those are the design value you will be putting into it. You want it to speak the language of underrepresented people. What of you? You want to use cat to do what? What is the problem you want to solve? So you have to go and read those problems. We have
Sorry, save it.
this,
Should I say?
save. Madam, what do you want to do? What are possible harms and benefits if we meet our goals? Number 6. What are the benefits and the possible harms and possible benefits? Yes, for my own now, part of the possible harm is that you see, the benefit is that at least at the end of the day, I hope to get more of my chicks to survive. Understand me? Those are part of the benefit. Understand me? So, but part of the harm is that even if I'm not very careful, okay, if there is rain, that's a possible harm. The rain can spoil the robot. You know, it's going to be an electronic. So if rain fall on it, can spoil the robot. So that's part of a possible harm. And even if rain fall on it can breach the something. I may not know. If I come and I pick it, it may cause me electric shock. Understand me? These are part of harms. So here you to start thinking, what are going to be the possible harms and what are the benefits if you are able to come up with your robot. You see, this is how you do product design. We call it product design. What we are doing is product design. So when you, like this my computer now, when they were designing it, this is the way they were designing it. These are the questions they were asking yourself. The same thing for your phone. That's the way they were asking themselves that question. You understand me? So you too, you are now becoming a product designer. You want a product that by the time you design it, people will be able to buy it, and you too will be able to make money. You understand me? So what again? What other question? Our time is up. We have spent 1 hour. This cat, you have to go and look at the problem you want to solve. Understand me? ask your friends how they came up with the problem they want to solve. Madam, you have not talked. You didn't tell us your number 4, number 5, and we are now number 6.
How do you know 6?
You are already doing number 6 now, the harm. You are already doing the harm and the benefit. I've told him the benefit of my own and the harm that can come out of it. The benefit is that I will have more chicks that will survive to become hen. So I'll have more protein to eat. Understand me? So, but the harm is that it's electronics. If I leave it inside the rain and the rain should beat it can spoil one. So my money can lose. Number 2, it can also cause electric shock if I pick it up. Understand me? So we have worked on our Kanban board, we have worked on our student workbook, and we have done a scratch. So I want you to start looking at your scratch now. You that you want to use a cup, try to do design of your cup. If you can do it in scratch, good. If you can't, if you can use some other things, you use it. So you now bring it to your scratch and you start giving it some start programming it. Understand me? So that start programming your robot now. You are going to make a cup for us that we are going to see, and you are going to label it where you want to put all your sensors, because you are going to tell us all the sensors that's going to be there on that cup. Understand me? How it's going to talk, how it's going to do this, how will it know whether I want to this water, I want to drink it or I'm not drinking it. Understand me? So that's why we want it to read your face. You'll be able to talk to it with your face. Understand me? So you that you want to make robot that is talking to people, how does he want to be listening to people? How does he want to be reading people's voice and things like that?
Yes, I can add the form of, let's say, like a radio.
Like a what?
A radio.
A radio. Okay. What will he now be doing? There is no shape you take that is wrong. Understand me?
It can be able to scan the water.
It will scan the water. And what will he now do?
Then it's going to say it is.
How is it going to? Well, the choice is yours. I'm not restricting you to anything. Understand me? If that's what you want to pick it and start thinking of how you want it to work. What are the sensors you want to add to it? How is it going to be working? Then start working on your scratch project. Go and design your radio the way you want it to be. Tell us the sensors that will be on it. You understand me? And start programming it with your scratch. So that by next class, I want us to start. You show us what you have designed. Then we will now start to criticize it better. Okay, why not add this? Why not take this away from it, or this or that or that? Understand me? Any question before we call it a day? I said you should do a scratch project. What did I ask you to do the scratch project for now? Eh? So now, let me just come up with this issue of these sensors. because that's very very important for you to do. Look at this, the the robot I want to build now. I said it's going to be with my chips. Now how is it going to detect if there an eagle is around? It's going to have a camera to be using to look at monitor the sky. You understand me? So if it sees an eagle, I'll train it to be able to detect eagle. If you see an eagle, then with his loudspeaker, you understand me, it's going to give out the sound of a mother hen. There is usually a sound the mother hen makes when it detects an eagle. You understand me? So that means I'll be have a camera on it. I'll also have a loudspeaker on it. It's also going to have a microphone, because sometimes when those eagles are around, they also make some noise. Are you with me? Yeah. So that means that I'll have a microphone on it, I'll have a camera on it, and I also have a loudspeaker on it. So you two start thinking of the sensors you want to use. You understand me? Now, apart from it relating with my head, I also want it to relate with me. So when I come, I will make some facial expression to it, and it will be able to give me a report that today this is what happened, or today maybe we lost one chick or we didn't lose a chick. To be able to do that, so it will use his camera and also his microphone, his loudspeaker, to also communicate with me. So I hope you are getting this issue of this sensor like that. So I want to say a very big thank you to you. So when are we meeting next? Thursday by 5. So I want to encourage you to come. If you have any question, send it to me on WhatsApp. Understand me? Start your scratch project and start to think of sensors and things like that. And if you have any question on that, send it to me on WhatsApp or you send my email, so that I'll be able to assist you. You can also ask each other for assistance. Don't be afraid. Assist your fellow friend, so that all of us are going to have our robot at the end of the day. And don't mind me, I can also ask you to help me also. You hear me? So when I want to make my model, my 3D model, so anybody that is good in using cardboard to make model is going to assist me. So he's going to assist me on my own. Who know how to make a cardboard model? Nobody. So look for somebody who is going to help us make a cardboard model that we are going to use. So thank you very much. See you on Thursday.